Ah, kid, I see it in your eyes. You've been tossed around, haven't you? Life's been giving you hell. People have been showing you their backs, like you're the dirt under their boots. Trust me, I know that feeling. It's like the whole world's been laughing at you, thinking you're weak, thinking you're nothing but a joke. Ha, a joke. But let me tell you something, kid. The storm they started, that storm, oh, it's not gonna tear you apart. No, no, no. It's gonna rip them to shreds, piece by pathetic piece. You see, people think they've got it all figured out. They think their little betrayals, their lies, their dirty games. Yeah, they think that makes them invincible. They start a storm, whip it up, thinking they'll watch you drown in it. But storms, they're funny things. They don't play favorites. And when you're standing in the eye of it, when all the chaos is swirling around you, you either become the storm or you let it destroy you. You've got that fire in you, don't you? That anger, that pain. Good. That's what you need. Not this weak hope. Not this fantasy that everything's gonna be okay. Nah, let go of that nonsense. What you need is to feel every stab, every gut punch, every betrayal burn inside you, deep inside you. Let it build, let it grow. Turn it into something real. 'Cause when you finally decide to unleash that, when you stop trying to play nice and start giving them a taste of their own medicine, kid, you're not gonna get even, you're gonna get better. They think they've got you. They think they've won, but they don't see it coming. They don't see that you're the one watching, waiting. You're the one gathering up all that pain, and instead of letting it break you down, you're sharpening it like a blade. Soon enough, you'll be the one cutting through their little games. You'll be the one standing tall while they fall apart, caught in the storm they thought they controlled. You've been kicked around, spat on, lied to. They took your kindness, twisted it. They made you doubt yourself, made you think you were the problem. Huh, ain't that something? People break you down, then blame you for the pieces. But let me tell you something. That kindness, that softness, that was their mistake. They saw it as weakness, but what they don't understand is people like you, people who've been to the bottom, people who've felt the sting of betrayal over and over, they get strong. They learn how to survive. They become something the rest of the world can't handle. And that scares the hell out of them. You've been too soft for too long, but now you're ready. You're ready to show them what happens when the one they tried to bury climbs out of the grave they dug. They wanted a storm? You'll show them a hurricane. And the thing about hurricanes is they wipe everything clean. No trace of the past. No more games, just destruction. They made their choice, kid. They chose to screw with you, to play with your life like you didn't matter. And now it's your turn. It's your turn to make them realize they were messing with the wrong person. Not by being some hero. Nah, heroes, they're overrated. Heroes save people, but people like us, we survive. And in the end, The survivors are the ones left standing when everyone else is in pieces. The storm they started will tear them apart. But you'll be standing right in the center of it, untouched, unmoved. And when it's all over, when the dust settles and they're crawling, begging for mercy, that's when you smile. That's when you show them what real power looks like. Not the power to destroy, but the power to endure. The power to rise when everyone else falls. That's what they don't understand, kid. That's what they'll never understand. You know what the funniest part of all this is, kid? They think they're untouchable. They think they're little betrayals, they're cowardly games. Yeah, they think that makes them invincible. But invincible people, they don't see it coming when they fall. They've never known what it's like to lose, to feel that sting of betrayal like you have. They've never had their backs against the wall, scraping to survive. You have. You've been there, and that makes you dangerous. Oh, so dangerous. They think pain breaks people. They think throwing obstacles in your way, shoving you down, makes you weaker. But no. That's not how it works. You know what really happens when you hit rock bottom? You stop caring. You stop caring about what they think, what they say. You stop caring about their petty rules and their fake smiles. And that's freedom, my friend. That's the moment you realize you don't need their approval. You don't need their validation. You've got something they'll never have. You've got the power to survive anything. Here's the truth, kid. Pain, it doesn't destroy you. It shapes you. It sharpens you. Every stab, every betrayal, every time they kicked you when you were down, it's like they were chipping away at the old you. They were carving out the weak parts, leaving only the strongest, most ruthless version of you behind. And now you're like a weapon. You've been forged in fire, and they're still playing with sticks and stones. And here's the best part. They don't even see it coming. Oh, they think they've won. They think they've beaten you. But you and I, we know better, don't we? We know you're just getting started. They started this storm, but they don't know the first thing about weathering it. They don't know that the real storm isn't the chaos around them. It's you. You're the storm now, kid. You've got the power to tear their little world apart, piece by piece, just like they tried to do to you. You know what people fear the most? It's not death. It's not pain. It's not even losing. No, what people fear the most is being forgotten. They want to matter. They want their little lives, their little betrayals, to mean something. But here's the thing. After this, after you've risen from the ashes of everything they tried to burn you with, they're the ones who'll be forgotten. They'll be nothing more than a footnote in your story, a reminder of what you had to overcome to get where you're going. And you'll stand tall, untouched by their pathetic attempts to tear you down. They'll be left wondering what happened, where it all went wrong. But by then, it'll be too late. They'll be lost in the chaos they created. While you'll have moved on. You'll have thrived. And they'll be nothing but whispers in the wind. You won't even need to look back, kid. The past, it won't matter anymore. The only thing that'll matter is the empire you build from the ruins they left behind. But don't get me wrong, kid. This ain't gonna be easy. No. They're gonna try to drag you back into the dirt. They're gonna try to remind you of the times you failed, the times you stumbled. They'll use every dirty trick in the book to keep you down. But that's when you have to laugh. That's when you have to show them that you're not the same person you were when they thought they had you figured out. You're not the weak, scared little thing they used to push around. You're something else now. Something stronger, something darker. Let them underestimate you. Let them think they've got you all figured out. Because when the time comes, when you finally decide to show them what you're really made of, they won't know what hit them. They'll be too busy drowning in their own storm to even see you coming. And that, my friend, is when you strike. That's when you show them what real power looks like. Not the power to destroy, but the power to endure. The power to rise above the ashes and keep going when everyone else has fallen apart. Because in the end, kid, it ain't about winning or losing. It ain't about revenge or justice. No, it's about survival. It's about showing the world that no matter what they throw at you, no matter how hard they try to tear you down, you'll keep standing. You'll keep fighting. And when the dust finally settles, when the storm finally passes, you'll be the last one left standing, because the storm they started, it'll destroy them. But not you. Never you. You ever notice, kid, how people love to act tough when they've got numbers on their side, when they've got their little group, their pack, their safety net? They act like they're untouchable. They throw words like knives, but they don't know the weight of a real blade. They push you, break you, and laugh while you're on the ground. They love that power, that control. But what happens when the crowd disperses? When the spotlight fades and they're all alone? That's the funny thing about people, kid. They only feel strong when they've got an audience. But when they're alone, when it's just them and the silence, that's when they fall apart. That's when they start to realize they're not as invincible as they thought. And you've been there. You've walked through the fire on your own. You've felt the cold, the darkness, and you survived. You thrived. That's what makes you different. You don't need an audience. You don't need applause. You don't need anyone to tell you you're strong. You already know it. While they were busy playing their little games, you were building something stronger, something real. They didn't notice it, of course. They were too busy looking down on you, thinking you were weak. But that's the thing about storms, kid. They don't care if you see them coming. They don't care if you're prepared. When the storm hits, it hits. And when it does, it doesn't matter how tough they thought they were. It doesn't matter how many people they had standing with them. They'll fall. And you'll still be standing, because you are the storm now. You know what's funny? The same people who turned their backs on you, who threw you to the wolves, they'll be the ones begging for your help when the storm hits. Oh yeah, they'll come crawling back, acting like they've changed, like they've seen the light. But you and I both know the truth, don't we? People don't change. Not really. They just get scared. Scared of losing what little power they have. Scared of the chaos they can't control. Scared of you. But by the time they realize what's happened, by the time they see you standing there, stronger than ever, it'll be too late. The storm they thought would break you, that storm's gonna swallow them whole. And the best part? You won't even have to lift a finger. They'll destroy themselves, kid. One by one, they'll tear each other apart, trying to scramble their way out of the mess they created. And when they do, that's when you step in. That's when you take what's yours. You see, kid, this ain't just about revenge. Nah, revenge is small time. Revenge is for people who still care what others think, who still want to prove something. You don't need that. What you need is control. You need to take back what's yours, not because they deserve to be punished, but because you deserve to rise. You deserve to stand above the ashes of everything they tried to burn you with. You deserve to be the one calling the shots while they're left in the dust, wondering where it all went wrong. Let me tell you something, kid. Power, real power, it doesn't come from taking what you want. It comes from making people give it to you willingly. It comes from making them see that you don't need their approval, their validation, their mercy. You don't need anything from them. And when they realize that, when they finally understand that you've become something they can't control, something they can't manipulate, that's when you've won. And the best part? You don't even have to hate them for it. Oh no. Hatred, anger, that's what they expect from you. That's what they're prepared for. But when you stop hating them, when you stop letting them control your emotions, that's when you really become free. That's when you show them that you've risen above all the petty, small-time nonsense they tried to drown you in. And that scares the hell out of them. You see, they think they're strong because they've never had to face themselves. They've never had to look in the mirror and see the truth staring back at them. But you faced that. You've seen the darkness inside, and instead of running from it, you've embraced it. You've made it your own. And that's what they'll never understand. That's what makes you stronger than them. They started this storm, thinking they could control it, thinking they could control you. But they forgot one important thing, kid. The storm doesn't care who started it. The storm only cares about one thing: destruction. And when the dust finally settles, when all the chaos has passed, you'll be the one left standing. Not because you're better than them, not because you're stronger, but because you are the storm now. And they were just caught in the middle of it. So go ahead, kid. Let them think they've won. Let them play their little games. Because soon enough, they'll realize the storm they started, it's coming for them. And there ain't a damn thing they can do to stop it. Remember, kid, they started the storm, but you're the one who'll finish it.